So why don't you go ahead, introduce yourself to the audience, man?
I go by the name 10thagreatest, from Chicago, Illinois, reside right now in Michigan, Grand Rapids, doing my little thing.
It's the return of the black assassin of factions. Need no fashion, the sax flip. Down the Henny and backflip. Came back just to wreck shit. Back shit out my mental. Give me any instrumental. I swear, be detrimental. Having any issues, subscribe and we can fix you. Realign your whole structure. Somebody bought to your mother, your brothers, sisters, and cousins. How disgusting we can get. For money, people can change. Them demons become the rain. These bitches so artificial. These niggas be acting lame. Tryna put a ring on her, she gobbled it like no other. She busted for cousin, went through that neck to my kinfolk. Rejected, that be my label, man, all my partners unstable. Pop acid, lost in tornadoes, drink catches caught in tomatoes. Tomato hollows will follow, I'm sorry there's no tomorrow. Drunk sour down with a bottle, leave bodies down in the bayou, and pray that somebody find you.
What made you move to Michigan, man?
It's peaceful out here. It's like quiet, and I can see the stars.
I might have to visit Michigan.
I'm telling you, man. Sometimes you gotta get away from the chaos, and just be to yourself. Sometimes the best place to be is in here. Just know yourself a little bit better. So I like it out here.
So, with you moving to Michigan, has that affected your music in any way or your craft?
Of course. I feel like it's more, my music is a little bit more calmer, but still being a little bit more melodic. Because it had me, I've reflected on a lot of things in my past, the things that I've been through, seen, and went through in Chicago. If you hear somebody in the background, they're just Kendall P doing his little thing back there.
What's good, man?
She said, "What's good, bro?" He said, "What's up with you?" Shit, but yeah, it's just, yeah, man, it's just peaceful.
So, what is your background like when it comes to you making your music and how you got your start?
My background, I started out a little bit after high school, with in a group called BDC. I don't know if you remember them or not,
Yeah,
Yeah, Rasa, all of us all together, doing some, just having fun with it. It wasn't nothing. It was like a little brother, like a little brother, brotherhood thing that we had going on. Yeah. But we all grew up, and we all grew apart, So, that's why everybody had to go their own separate ways, So everything is all good still. But having that start, just going into it and developing and growing and going through life and seeing things for myself made me the artist that I am. I tried not to pay attention to new shit or what new people doing, not to say it's, horrible or anything like that, but I just rather be to myself and be my own person, with no type of other influences.
No, that makes 100,000%, to be honest, because it's so many copies, especially on the radio right now. And it's like a lot of people are lacking that originality. And that's one thing I can definitely say, because honestly, I've been listening to your music since we was in high school. I know you was doing poetry, you probably doing poetry before that, but like, I know you have lyricism. And there's a lot of artists. No problem, man. Like, it just gets tiring sometimes. And it's beautiful to hear new music and new ideas. You feel me? So with your background and how you grew up, how do you incorporate that in your music?
I mean, that's a good question. That is a good ass question. What my background is, I can't really say that it's a bad background. I came from a 2-parent household, so we still went through our things and we still went through our struggles, but I didn't have to necessarily be in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I have friends that grew up in the hood that been through things and stuff like that, but my experience with it on the outside, looking in, is more so like, how can I make the situation better? You see what I'm saying? Or how can I uplift, you know what I'm saying, or paint a picture of what's going on in the hood, but in a way that motherfuckers get educated and want to do something better with their life. You see what I'm saying? So my experience is more so of a storyteller for people for shit that people don't want to talk about. Motherfuckers want to glorify the shit, but while you glorifying it, what about the blood and gore and the pain that it causes behind the scenes? You see what I'm saying? So it's more to it than just that. So when you lose friends and stuff, I know you lost a few friends to gun violence. You know, we both did, and it's just with that being heavy and sitting on your heart, that it make you look at life different. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I want people to realize like there's a different spectrum for everything.
I agree. I agree for real. So when it comes to making your music, what is your process? Like, what are the steps you take to get to where you need to be?
I just turn on the beat, play 2K, smoke some weed. You know what I'm saying? I'm really more so of a private person. You know, the few people that is around me, that's around me. I don't really like too many cameras in my face or around me while I record. I like to do my stuff in the dungeon, nobody around. You know what I'm saying? This is what I do. You know, I don't really care about publicizing too much of it. You know, you either fuck with my music or you don't. So it's like, I don't see the whole point of doing anything like antics. I don't see the whole point of antics. So my process is literally, let's kick it, let's smoke some weed, let's freestyle. You know what I'm saying? I don't drink no more, but shit, we still pour up a drink or two. But you know, that's how I go about it. So I just like to have fun. You know, whatever vibe I'm in, whatever mood I'm in, that's what song I'm gonna be.
I feel you on that. And I definitely like that you quit drinking. I don't drink myself. I see no purpose for it, no purpose in it. But it's really important that you protect your space and you protect your peace, especially when you're trying to put yourself in a creative, you know, situation and environment. Like, you can't have other negative energies or entities around you while you're trying to create.
You can't, you know, it's just not going to happen. You can't, you know, that negativity is going to rub off on you, and that's when you either get a violent vibe or something just not going to go sit right with you. You know, the spirit is just going to rub you the wrong way. And you're like, fuck it.
Real. And then you end up picking up their energies and their emotions. Like, I can tell you, I've been in a couple studios where I was just completely uncomfortable. And when it comes to recording an artist, you have to make sure they're in the most comfortable position, or what they're going to give you is going to be crap. Like,
Facts. No, you're absolutely right. So whatever, if you don't have that, you know, the right space, then it's just, what's the point? You know, so I try to keep everything closed off. You know, so for that.
So if you could work with any artist, doesn't matter what genre, who it is, who would you want to collab with?
Whole time, 30 Seconds to Mars. I don't know, it's just like the alternative rock and then just the things that they talk about and the whole concept and way they orchestrate their music and compose their music. I just like how it sounds. It's just not rock. It's a little bit of hip hop. It's a little bit of pop. It's a little bit of everything mixed into 30 Seconds to Mars music, and I love it, bro. Like I would love to work with those guys.
I gotta check them out. First of all, when you said the name, that like rang some bells in my ear. I'm like, first of all, Mars. Okay, I gotta check it out now. If you could open for any artist, who would that artist be? Would that be the same artist that you mentioned before, or is it different? It's different people.
Nah. It would be different people. To open up for an artist, probably I'd say J. Cole or Kendrick.
I can see that. You got the vibe for that. You definitely got the you got the black hippie vibe. You belong with them.
Everybody says that. Either them or Maybach Music.
Oh no, don't go with Maybach Music.
Why? What's wrong with Maybach?
It's nothing wrong with the artists. It's just the way that they promote their artists. You feel me? Yeah, they only focus on Meek. They only ain't nothing wrong.
He's the only one that making hits.
It's true, but how you gonna get your other artists out there? If you focus on one artist, how you gonna get them out? How you gonna, you know what I'm saying? Your other artist not gonna make you no music if you're not. Make you no money if you're not really promoting them.
This is true. This is true. I mean, but I feel like as an artist, as an artist, you really can't really lean too much on labels. You know what I'm saying? The label is only there for the recognition and the name. So if you are an artist and you really want this shit and you're starving for it, then go out there and get it. No matter who's trying to tell you no, no matter who trying to block it. I mean, think about it. If J. Cole kept listening to Rockefeller, you know what I'm saying, keep pausing his shit, his album, and he didn't leak it, where he'd be at now?
True. That's true. So since we on that topic, would you ever sign?
Sign to
like a record label, a record deal, would you sign to a label?
Yes and no.
Okay, elaborate for me, man.
Yes, for the simple fact that a label would release some of the stress that as artists and businessmen that we go through, you know what I'm saying, businessmen and one that we go through trying to do this music shit. Okay, fine. That's dandy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you doing the promotion, yeah, you doing the distribution, you doing this, that, and third, but how much money do you want now? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now that, you know what I'm saying? Whereas if I just stay to myself and just build my team up the way I need to build them up, we all eating and it's all in house. Yep. You know, so it's like pros and cons of both sides. You know, whereas you spending more money out of pocket, you can do it by yourself, but you also got a lot to gain if you got the right amount of fans. Label, you getting robbed anywhere you go with a label. You just getting robbed, but you gotta have fun all day long. You ain't gotta worry about it. You ain't got too much shit to worry about.
So, which artists would you say that you get your inspiration from, if any?
If I had to choose, it's not just one artist. I had to choose a set of artists. Of course, as people heard, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar is a very heavily influenced by music, but the baby, I've been listening to a lot of him lately. Rowdy Rich, Kid Cudi, you know, I had to go back to that Kanye West and Kid Cudi, Kid See Ghost album, you know, it's a vibe out to that, you know, and of course, Ye always in the blood, you know what I'm saying? So it's just those mixture of artists is kind of weird. And then you throw in some Linkin Park, Coldplay, and some 30 Seconds of Mars in there every now and then. You know what I'm saying? You like, oh, hold on, what are you trying to cook up here? You know? So it's a mixture of things. Mixture.
Man, I just want to say, man, I'm proud of you, man. Like, legit.
Proud of you, man. What you doing, man?
You came a long way, dude, from like high school. Like, your attitude is like, I mean, you always been a positive cat, but like, you're more in tune. You know what I'm saying? And you can feel that your energy is radiant as hell, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing, man. Like, for real.
Thank you. Appreciate
for it. Real. But now what were you gonna say, man?
No, man, I'm just saying, like, I'm really proud of you DJing, doing this, hosting this, you know, doing that. You just created graphic designing, video editing, rapping, producing. Like, the kind of what else you do, man? You Betty Crocker motherfucker too, you know? So you got
Betty Crocker, no, for real. I make edibles. I took a little break, but I make edibles.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You out there entrepreneuring and motivating motherfuckers. Keep doing that shit. Keep doing you.
Look, I'm not no selfish person. And you know, they like to say that, you know, Aries are selfish, but it's to an extent. You feel me?
We not.
You know what I'm saying? We have our limits. Like, what's the point of us sitting on this talent, man, if we're not gonna share it with the world? And then for me to have a platform like this, you know what I'm saying, and for me to have the abilities and talents that I do and not reach out to other artists, especially during this quarantine, like, we're not doing nothing. We're working on our own personal stuff, true. But, like, there's some artists out there that could use an extra push. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's for real.
You definitely said no lies. You know, like I said, like, there's some artists like us that's not really doing shows like that. So, like, having interviews and doing stuff like this is actually helpful for our music and for the, you know, motivational boost alone, you know. So, yeah, like, we definitely need more platforms like this. Keep doing what you do, man.
Thank you, man.
just California dreaming. Sunsets and palm trees, know what I mean? We just California dreaming. Smoking on the finer leaves, designer things. We just California dreaming. Sunsets and palm trees, know what I mean? We just California dreaming. Smoking on the finest leaves, designer things. We just California dreaming. Smoking, chilling with the finest women. We just California dreaming. Top down and my system thumping. Hey, now we rolling. Let's get lost in this moment. Let's capture it. Like tomorrow's impermanent. Let me take a dip, take a hit of this and get lost. Ain't tryna love you, baby. That's loud. Came for the pussy hit and that's out. Girl, wanna slip and slide on them jaws. Love when I'm beating down your walls. Love when you suck and slide with no. Came for the city and the nightlife. Switch us.
So since we're talking about, artists and platforms, is there anything about the music industry that you would like to change? And if so, how would you change that?
Anything about the music industry that I would like, there's so much to change. For example, like how they go about selecting what is the new wave or what should be the new wave of music. Who told you this? Who told you that little boo-boo over here gonna be the next hot thing and he out there talking about my pants touching the ground? And stop. Sit your stupid ass down. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to disrespect any artists that do their thing, because I know it's no matter what level of artistry or how dumb you sound, it's still some type of it's still hard work and dedication that you put into it. Now, some people just be drunk and just hop in the booth and they make whatever. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? The guys that actually put the time and effort in with the penmanship, congrats to them. But the ones that just in there bullshit and making money off something that we spend our blood, sweat, and tears on, it's like it's a mockery. And the industry is letting this fuckery continue.
Man, and you know what? Because I know you're there. You feel me? I know you're there. And it's deeper than that. It is deeper than that.
It is, but I don't even want to go that deep.
You can't. 30 minutes is not enough.
It's that we'd be here all day talking about that, just that one topic.
And it's to me, it's crazy how, like you said, what gives them the right to select what's popping? Like, yes, there's something for everybody. Mm-hmm. But then again, it's like, okay, what about you? You feel me? When you have something positive and all we hear about is popping pills and doing this and shorty got ran by this dude and I'm over here playing this dude. Like, I understand that's your life. That's how you get down. That's your culture. And you're just trying to be relatable because there's a lot of people like that. But there's not much substance. You feel me?
It's not, so because I'm not finna sit here and act like I don't talk about stuff like that, I'm not finna sit here and say I don't have a song about popping bills and, bitch, women doing, dirty things. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it's like, it's not flooded, with just that type of information. Like, again, there's a way that you can still talk about those things, but put a different twist on it, So, like, if you want to talk about, women out here that's hoeing around or niggas out here that's selling drugs to their people and, killing their people, and you want to show that aspect of it, but put a different light on it, do so. You know what I'm saying? You can either talk about it in a negative light or you can talk about the positive light. You can talk about how it destroys us as a nation or, or continue to destroy us with the same information. So that's how I look at it.
Unfortunately, this is a competition, right? Mm-hmm. And we're up against so many different artists, so many different genres. What about you and your music is different from everybody else that's out here?
I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, I care to a certain extent, but when it comes to making music, I like making music that I want to hear. I'm not trying to be Drake. I'm not trying to be Lil Yachty. I'm not trying to be none of these people whatsoever. So it's like, I don't care, Now, when it comes to my label and my artists, I like finding people who basically don't give a fuck about about what the industry likes, you know. Everybody got their own different feel. Everybody got their own different style. Like my one of my artists, HBJ, like I mess with him for the simple fact, like he's, even though he's a young cat and he's still like growing up and developing, he has a story to tell at the end of the day. You know, his voice ain't the deepest, but at the same time, you like, well, why is he rapping? But when you actually hear him spit and enunciate his things, it's like, okay, all right. You know what I'm saying? Let me shut the fuck up and listen. You know what I'm saying? Let me shut you and listen. You know, and it just like, I just like everybody different, the versatility and how they come about it. Is nobody is trying to be nobody. I feel like nobody that I mess with on my label is thugs. Nobody been in gang and nobody shot anything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they, you know, they tell their story. They tell their story how they want to tell it. And of course, a part of the hip hop culture is always gun violence. I don't know why, it just is. But you know, so they just, everybody's is unique in their own way.
I mean, I feel you on that. And I like the route that you're going, because when you get to a more major scale, especially with your artist and your record label, if you have so many people that are affiliated with gangs and, you know, a whole bunch of nonsense, you can only imagine the kind of image that will attract and the kind of people that will attract. And
Right.
it's all about energy, man. And the more you keep your energy level and balanced, you know, the more positivity and riches and success you guys will attract. That's just what it is. That's the law of attraction. So out of all your songs, what is your favorite song, man? Like, what just was, you made that song, you was like, damn, was this Ben? Wait a minute, hold up.
I have to say Seashore Lights.
Okay.
Seashore Lights for the I was actually just talking to Kenny P about it. For one, it's one of them songs that actually came from the heart. It was no pen, no pad that was used to make the song. It's literally just went up to the mic and just recorded it. And that's what came out. You know, it's emotion and feeling and everything that came along with it, the whole story behind it. And I don't know, it was just one of those songs that you just have to appreciate for you just have to appreciate. Like, as an artist, you just have to appreciate it. Like, damn, I fucked that motherfucker up. Like, that motherfucker hot right there. Like, yeah. It's not one of those songs that you just turn in your car and just turn up and loud. It's like smoke to, vibe out, and ride. Like it's one of those joints, and I'm proud of it.
I slept in the clouds, drunk off your teardrops. The gin and tonic and kryptonite chase with brown shots. I feel your passion through mirrors. You make the time stop. My blind spot guarded by angels. We make the world stop, and God got us into the future. I don't believe in Cupid. Boy, you stupid. Just be your honest. The dream no longer lucid. Hold this Rubik's, baby. Tell me, what do you see? Cause I see.
When you create like that, it makes more of a statement. You know what I'm saying? You really not holding back, because you're not thinking. Like, especially when you freestyling, you really just saying whatever the hell comes out.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and I bet you felt so light after you recorded that song.
And light, I wouldn't even say light. Light is just, I can't even really explain it to you. It's when after recording it, it's just like one of them things. Like, I know I could. This is what I'm meant to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of them. I'm like, yeah, I'm finna fuck them up. You know what I'm saying? Wait, they ain't ready. They're finna fuck them up. That's all I can say. I'm finna fuck them up.
So from the moment you first started, you know, getting into rap and this career, up to this point now, what have you done to develop yourself?
I got to know myself. You know, besides going to school, moving out on my own, and, you know, like I said, like we said earlier, personal experiences, losing friends and stuff like that. It's just things and losing my pops. You know, it just things that you just have to, as growing up as a person from Chicago, moving to a different state, you know, being on your own and having to find your way and move around. You know, if I would have stayed the same spiritually and mentally, then no telling where I'd be. I'd probably be dead or in jail by now. So just waking up and realizing what I have to do and how to prosper as a human being. You know, it's like, and not just like a human being. Like, you gotta understand, there's a difference in what we eat. People just, oh, we all human beings. Nah. You know, if you know what I'm saying, I follow a higher power, you know, and if you believe in a higher power, then you know who you are as a black figure in America, a so-called black person in America. So you know who you are. So me looking at that, I know where I stand in this constellation and on this planet. So it's like, you try to do right in the eyes of the Most High. It's the most hardest thing ever, you know. So it's like, just trying to live on that godly path is what keeps me going on a regular basis.
I feel that too.
Yeah, so it's like, just why not, you know? So long there's God in my life and I fear him, you know, and I gonna make sure I know he gonna make sure that I'm good. So
man, yeah. And you know what, you can hear that in your music, especially from your earlier music. Like, I remember, like, when you first started being on SoundCloud, like, you can definitely hear the difference in your tone, for one, and the beat selection, second, and then the lyricism. You know what I'm saying? And beat selection is just as important as the lyrics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How do you go about choosing producers when you work on a song?
I go about a producer's creativity. You know, how much is he willing to sit down and listen and learn from the artist? So if I'm working with a producer that know everything, he don't need to, you know, talk to me or ask me any question about what I'm looking for in my beat, I can't work with you. You're not open-minded. I can't. Yeah. I'm just saying, like matter of fact, like, let's take us for example. When you sent me that
Lunar Energy, yeah.
When you see me that was the first time as an artist I sat back like, hold on, how would I go about this? Like the bass lines and everything is totally different, but it's not really different. It's still the same concept that we still trying to get to. Your sound is just different. And I like that. I'm like, okay, she fucking them up with a whole different tone and sound, melodies and all that. So what as an artist can I do to make her melodies pop out a little bit more? Fuck it, just using my voice. It's some dope ass words. That's, you know what I'm saying? And I like that. I like producers that like to do that. And as a producer, I feel like you as a producer, you willing to sit down and listen to artists that you work with to not only hone your sound and to better your sound, but to better their sound as well. You know, and I feel like that's what producers need to do, and that's what I look for in a producer. Are you willing to sit down and listen, for we can both learn from each other, or you just know it all and everything? You just want me to follow your lead, and if you just want me to follow your lead, you just kiss my ass.
For real. This is my song. This ain't your song. You just on the beat.
You're making that, producing that beat, so that's how I feel about it.
Man, I appreciate you for jumping on that song. And to be honest, I wanted to rap on that song, right? And I might still. And I've also been like trying to shop around to see if I can find somebody who can match that energy that you came with, because I was in a different place when I made Lunar Energy, and I still feel that way. But look it. Like, I don't even think I explained to you what it is, because it was just so it was so self-explanatory what it was about, and you took it and you rocked it. Like, your first line, I don't give a damn, and then I heard it and I was like, wait a minute, hold up, where's he finna go? Because I don't want this to be about like nothing negative. Like, it's a song about, you know, you, and okay, keep that same energy. Then you don't mess with me, then keep that same energy. And you took that. The moment I heard the rest of it, and then how you had those echoes come in with your voice, and then how you cut some of the song, had your voice like come in at the most important punch. Like, I still listen to that song, and you made it so hard for me to find somebody else to do that last verse.
Hey, It was hard for me to do a last verse too. Look, because that Lunar Energy song, like, that was actually around the same time I made Seashore Lights. When you said
yes,
that.
I remember that.
Seashore Lights and the song that I did with Cam J. Fuck.
I can't remember either because honestly, y'all have a lot of songs together. But I know around that time you did drop a 5-track.
Yeah. So it was like around that time, you sending me that, it was like, okay. Then it just like, you already set the tone. If you don't fuck with me, keep that same energy. I'm like, oh, fuck them up then. Like, there we go. The whole concept of the song right there. And from there, I just knew the beat just spoke to me. I just knew exactly what I had to do. And you did a wonderful job on that song, on that production, by the way.
Thank you, man. You fucked me up, man.
Oh shit.
You fucked me up. You know what? I'm gonna just have to hop on it because I was like, I'm on the verse. That's enough. I mean, I'm on the chorus. That's enough. But I can't.
You gotta spit. You gotta spit, man.
I'm gonna have to because I really cannot find nobody else to match that. And maybe it's probably for a reason. It is probably.
We Aries, man. We gotta stick together. That's the energy right there. We gotta keep the same energy. Come on, man.
Keep that same energy. And you know what? We have never been on the song together, and I don't want to count my chorus as us being on the song together. Anybody can lay a chorus. It's a simple 1, 2, 3. That's it. You feel me?
True.
But for a verse, especially for that song, because as you know, I don't really listen to rap like that. So when I do listen to rap, it gotta be like you raw as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like Cam J, shout out to Cam J. I don't know him like that, but this man has bars, dude, and he's hilarious in his music. Like his punchlines are crazy.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And even Trey, like his music, Steve, music, like, dude, and you know they've been having bars since we was all in high school. So for me to say I can back it all up is a lot for me because I'm picky.
Yeah, so I definitely understand where you're coming from. Trey Bills, you know, him and Kendall P produced a song for me as well. You know, that was on my last project Move. That growing up with him and just seeing his development from, you know, how he used to produce and rap.
Yeah.
I was like, that's so amazing, and I'm proud of everybody, you know, from when meeting Kendall P back in 6th grade at Asman, you know, it just like see his progress and how far he came along. It's just, man, like this is what do they say? What it's time to be alive? You know, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of beautiful things going on, and to be a part of this and be a part of history is, I feel like, it's the most dopest thing ever.
I love that y'all stayed close. You feel me? It's hard. Like we're all grown as hell now.
We all knocking on 30 though.
Dang, like the reality of hearing that 30.
We ain't kids no more, man.
Behind every great artist is a great engineer. You can't just pair anybody with anybody. Like, yeah, as a producer, you probably got number ones. You probably charting, doing your thing. But if I touch you, you know what I'm saying, and we don't got that chemistry, you can tell. That's like when somebody, like, there's two actors, right? And they're supposed to be like romantically involved, but they just don't have that chemistry. You can see it.
Facts. Like this acting is ass. They need to like that's how we be as black folks. That's how we be. This acting is ass, bro. Like they need to go ahead and shoot the director before we even putting these two in the same movie together.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it goes the same way with an artist and an engineer. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to read me.
Yeah. If you can't read me, you got to know how to, like I said, pay attention and listen to what I'm looking for. You got to be willing to learn if you want my money, for one. And for two, if you trying to make it to the top and I feel like I can take you there, let's do it. Let's take each other to the top. Like, let's eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you get tired to make $100 a year, $100 a day. Let's make millions. Let's make thousands. It's easy for us to do. We just gotta learn how to shut the fuck up and listen. As people in general, it's just something that we gotta learn if we want to be successful. And people are like, oh, you just brown nosing or you kissing the ass. No, it's not that. It's that if we want something out of life, we gotta know how to receive that information. If God, we don't know if God trying to talk to us right now, but our stubborn asses want to say, man, I ain't gonna shut the fuck up. Like, I don't give a fuck what you talking about, man. You ain't talking. Like, shut up. You don't know what information or what knowledge you can gain from this person or from anything. You don't know. So we gotta learn how to shut the fuck up and listen. That's for everybody. I don't want any women to take offense to this. I don't want any man like, you heard what he said? Women, no, man, y'all need to learn how to shut the fuck up too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just need to learn how to shut the fuck up.
If you had one message to give your fans about you, man, what would it be? What's your message coming from the heart, man, to these people?
Since we've been real all day, I got mixed feelings when it comes to people.
I like you, man. Like we.
You said because you said what's one message I want to give to the people? I really, not to be an asshole, and I'm not trying to lose any fans or anything like that, but just hear me out. Fuck people. People are assholes. Okay.
People are idiots.
Oh my God! Thank you. I didn't have to say it.
I've been trying not to say it this whole freaking interview.
I was trying to avoid it, but you asked the question, so it's like I wanted to be like politically correct because I was waiting on the question to be asked, but it's like no, I can't stand people, and the reason why is, and it's not everybody. It's not everybody. Human beings are fucking dickheads. From I don't give a fuck what race or what position of power that you want to be in, we all are fucking dickheads. I gotta say we all because we all are humans. But now, for those of us that use not only our logic but our hearts and actually try to live in a somewhat of a righteous way and trying to look out for our fellow man, we the ones that get shitted on. But the minute that we start fighting back, we are called the assholes, and people want to call the police on us. So you telling me you've been pushing my buttons for the longest time, but now that I pistol whip your ass, you know what I'm saying, you want to call the police? Now I got to get violent. You see what I'm saying? Or on other notes, motherfuckers want to complain about shit like quarantine. And you is in the house that you fucking pay for. If you don't use your fucking common sense, you stupid motherfuckers. Like, what?
2020 is definitely like, people thought it was a joke when people were saying like, man, 2020 vision, we're gonna come out, we're gonna be awakened and all sort of stuff. We are. That is true. We are, because we're put in a position where we don't have a choice but to sit to ourselves and think about our lives, what we want to do, how we want to get there, what we're going to do to get better.
But it also did, I feel like it did another thing. It made people getting more in tune with spirituality, like finding out who their real God is. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like Corona, like think about everything that's going around the world right now. Right now in America, we got Corona. In other countries and origins of and regions of the world, they got locusts, blood rivers. They got shit that's biblical going on right now. Around the world, that's biblical. That's in the freaking good book. And and some people still want to play in their ass.
And then when that time come, and we all, because we're all one with the universe. We're all on, we're all on the same frequency, on the same wavelength. And that's why it was such a big shift when this whole coronavirus thing came in, because now everybody's frequencies are just so freaking screwed up and people don't know what to do. And everybody is like, they're insecure because, oh my God, I don't like how I look, and oh my God, I can't put on makeup and go and impress nobody. Why
First
is
off,
that your biggest concern?
look, Tish, I got to tell you this. I guess we all ain't on the same wavelength. When you said something about this interview, I made sure my currency head was ready, boy. You know what I'm saying? Like this how I want people to see. You know, y'all gonna be fans of my music and y'all want to follow me. I literally don't give a fuck. I fuck the quarantine. I've been quarantined before quarantine was even a thing. So this is not hurting me none. Like there's a virus going on. I know who I am, and I know who I believe in, what God I believe in. So I am good. So my mask is my spiritual, my angels that's around me. So what y'all worried about, I ain't worried about. I still go to work on a regular basis. I still do security. You know what I'm saying? I be at hospitals and everywhere else. I'm good. I don't have the virus.
We're going to wrap this up.
Huh?
It was a pleasure speaking to you, my man, my friend. You know what I'm saying?
Same.
What I'm going to need.
Oh.
What'd you say, man?
We need to link up and smoke something.
We can link up. I smoke, but I don't smoke. Like, I would probably pass out somewhere, be like this on somebody's couch. I have a very, 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 very low tolerance. It's crazy because I smoke every day. I smoke all throughout my day, but I smoke enough to like get me to where I need to be. Like, I don't like to be stupid high.
That's good to know. That's good to know. Well, I get stupid fat for the both of us. All right, but yeah, appreciate this interview, man. Thank you for reaching out. You know what I'm saying? And can't wait, you know what I'm saying, to work with you in the future again, man.
Think you're a rapper or some shit? Like you better make it and get a check or some shit? You ain't making it nowhere, nigga. You ain't never amount of nothing and did nothing in your life. Still on your mama couch, nigga. Hoe ass nigga. You ain't gon' do shit, nigga. Fuck, whatever, nigga. You ain't making shit, nigga. Whatever. Fuck you, nigga.
Fuck your prediction, the contradiction is living. I done changed my occupation, is search for a better vision. Money, power, and women, respect is my choice to drug. Flowers come with prescription that make it easy to love. Blow the brains out the Chevy, I wanna fly with the doves. Nation driven by hatred, cause sooner so you with blood. Hoes trying to be wise, trying flavors of love. Motion lost in the rubber, discarded present and future. We just living with that vision, we crash the whip at the turn.